Dear parents and adults of Morse Street School, we are writing to you about the upcoming federal election on October 19th, 2015. Our voices need to be heard in this election. As children, we don't have the right to vote, so help us by voting for a better Canada. You need to vote because you're really lucky to have a right to vote, and you should take advantage of that. We've been learning about how important this right is. Did you know that many in the world live under terrible dictatorships? People in countries like North Korea and Syria, for example, aren't allowed to vote because their governments aren't democracies. In other countries, women aren't allowed to vote even when men are. We learned about the history of voting in Canada and how it used to be that only wealthy men were allowed to vote. Many groups of people had to fight hard through political protest. Women have only had the right to vote in Ontario since 1917 as a result of work done by suffragists like Nellie McClung. Other groups of people have only had the right to vote since the middle of the last century. You hold our future in your hands. The party you elect to power will change the course of our lives. We're worried about the children in the refugee crisis. We want to share our country with them. We're not sure that leaders have heard this from us. We want you to let them know that this is something we feel very strongly about. We're also worried about global warming and whether there will even be a future for us and our children. We need governments to act now. We know that some animals, like polar bears, are already on the edge of extinction because of climate change. We don't want the human species to be next. We need a leader who is committed to a radical change in this area. We value our public health care system and social safety network. We would like to see a federal government that supports a strong national strategy for these. We don't want people who are sick to have to sell their homes to pay for treatments. We also want to see the government do more about homelessness. We hope our new Prime Minister will acknowledge the importance of these issues. Finally, we're worried about how much university will cost by the time we get there. What if we can't afford it? We want to be able to support you when you're older and not able to take care of yourselves anymore. We need good jobs to do this. As well, many of us want to do good things in the world as scientists, veterinarians, architects, chemists, engineers, nurses, police officers, paramedics, and doctors. These jobs are the building blocks of society. University needs to continue to be affordable so that we can contribute in these essential roles. We hope that you keep us in mind when you go to the polls. Read up on the different party platforms. Think thoroughly about the issues. Vote for someone you think will help continue to make our country equitable, fair, and free for all. Sincerely, Room 308 students, Morse Street Public School.